YouTube, Sayris13 here. Hey, how's it going, guys? I know it's been a while since I've done any videos, but of course, when you start a business, it takes away a lot of your time. So, anyways, I've been to locals for probably almost a month now, I think. So, lots happened since I've been gone. Apparently, new structure deck came out with those pendulum guys, and I redid my deck, but you guys know that because I already did the deck profile for that. I changed it a couple cards out of there though. So I put in my plague spreaders again because I want to use this guy here because it's too good. So I needed a dark tuner. Anyway, so it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. I didn't even realize that. So happy Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, I guess. I'm having a terrible time. Of course, last night we were celebrating some stuff last night, and I drank way too many Palm Bays, and it's easy to do that because they taste like pop. And even worse, if you buy the ones that you freeze, they're like Palm Bay Slurpees. And it's even worse because in this weather you want the really cold stuff, so it's real easy to get a little tipsy on those suckers. So yeah, but I just had my ass handed to me 3 times today already. Once by Heroes, once by
there we go, my first Freddy traded.
Some Dragon variant deck, and whatever you're running. What the hell are you running?
It's rank 4 rank up.
Rank 4 rank up.
Features.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Just a bunch
but
of
he kept ranking up shit and kicking the crap out of me. So
just a bunch of rank 4s.
He went from
King of Feral Imps, Rhapsody, Gemini.
So this guy runs Scalabry with what's it called? Mormale? Like that doesn't random pack.
Just random opium I'm throwing in there.
Bunch of Utopias.
Rays, right.
These. Victories. Equipped with a Sure Blow, a Sex Weapon. It can attack all opponent monsters once each. Plus it uses its own effect to gain attack each time. Same turn. Gets like 10k in one turn. Crazy. Then Masquerade if the 7th one comes out.
Yeah, he actually got that. He drew that 7th one card and was able to get them out in our what, 3rd round? Round 3?
3rd, yeah.
Yeah, 3rd round. At least I'm taking these games to 3 rounds, so that says something.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just round 1 and 2 though, or round 1 and 3. Yeah, that's the card right there, this one there. You drew that, and if you draw it, you're able to use it right away, and he went into this guy right here. So
you can also make like Chaos 101, Tachyon, just everything.
Yes, it's going to only get better.
Ultimate sack.
It's a pretty interesting deck, and I don't know if you want to do a deck profile later.
Sure, please do.
We'll do a deck profile so you can see how it works, okay guys? So anyways, I think round 4 is coming up soon here, and I'll be hanging out here in the bottom of the table. So anyways, we'll talk to you guys shortly. I know I haven't been around much lately, but do understand starting a business can take your time away from stuff like this. But I will try and get out here as often as I can, play a few matches, a few rounds, and do some videos for you guys. But there will be other videos too. Watch for the we recorded our last show when we played with the Dayglows and the Wild and Aviator Shades. I want to see them tonight at the Roxy too. So anyway, back to or we'll get back to you guys shortly. Hey guys, so it's between round 4 and 5 right now. I gotta buy the last round because I've been losing. So got some of these. So let's see what's inside. I want to hold this. We'll open them all because we got the power-up packs. Let's do that shit first. Let's see what kind of power-ups we get here. Interesting. Odd Eyes Dragon. It's alright, I guess.
Pretty good.
Because you can like shamus the mat.
Gotta keep one of the mats, I always do. Oh, I should keep a new spell, a new rule book too. Alright.
It's still playing.
I noticed that the borders are now even smaller.
There's some very broken archetypes. Yang Zings are pretty good. The new support they got in Etravaganza.
Those are those like new,
Another dark hole. That's full style. Can't have too many dark holes.
I think you can.
Yeah, I think.
As an example.
Another Odd Eyes Dragon.
I think those are the ones that you have to get in each one.
Yeah, me too. It's okay.
I just don't like them.
Still nice.
It's just kind of neat to see what else comes out.
Yeah. So much stuff they don't have. They won't have a figure, they don't have a shot next time.
We'll do one of these too. Depends on the time we have.
People want to put stuff in it.
Alright, here we go. Oh, weird. Dark hole.
By discarding
So there's another dark hole out of the fairy. Fine rats, dude.
and then Hayes and whatever. Then I just
Don't have too many land. There we go. So Odd Eyes again. Hey, Mirror Force, nice. Cool. Some pretty decent commons. Not too bad. Let's see what one of these things carries on.
And now they don't have a 6 yet. They're going to get a 6.
Alright, so you got your pendulum, guys.
7 or 8.
These cards are quite different from the originals because look at the size of the picture and everything.
Wait until the shallows.
So yeah, Hunter, a lot of vanillas in here. The Empowering Dragon, Empowered Warrior, Empowered Warrior. All these empowered guys, I think. Dragon Summoner, cool. Blue Dragon Summoner, Red Sparrow Summoner, White Tiger Summoner, Green Turtle Summoner. What happened to that pig that they show on the TV show, Supply Squad? Is this the one you're talking about?
Yeah, it's really good.
I can see how that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. Standard stuff by the look of it. Trap Hole, Sayris13, whatever. Some of the classics have come back.
Not even bottomless.
And a 7 tools. Why play 7 tools when you can play Wiretap? I mean, come on. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. So these new pendulum guys, apparently there will be more support for these coming out pretty soon. So, but I like the look of them. They're different, cool. It's a new dimension on the game too. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, pretty much the same thing in these two, so I'm not going to bother opening these. We'll just wait for round 5, and I'll report after round 5, and then we'll do a deck profile of that rank up deck that I played. Talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so round 5 ended. I won. I just played some kid that's running like a junk synchron deck or something, and I 2-0'd him like twice. What is? Like, OTK'd him twice. I think the match lasted about 8 minutes. And my deck finally started working the way it should have too, so.
Oh, we got 3.
Tyler, what are you doing way down there, man? He's ignoring me. Why are you way over there, Tyler?
Go ahead. I'm playing this deck. And I'm playing against stuff like Black Wings, and I can't kill his shit deck.
Don't worry, I didn't get you in here.
I didn't want to be in there.
That's okay. Alright, well, there you go, guys. So we're going to do, I got a couple of deck profiles. Ryan put together a Lightsworn build, so I'll show you guys that one. And also going to do the rank up video, or the rank up deck profile as well, so stay tuned. Alright, you guys, so yeah, I didn't do very very well in the tournament, but we now have a couple of deck profiles to do. I was intrigued by one deck I faced today. It was a rank up deck my friend Alex is playing, so we're going to profile that one. There he is, right there. Alright, so let's see what you got, man.
Alright, well first, the deck runs a lot of lights and darks, so we start off with a BLS.
Always good.
Ace and I's top card. Then Rabbit, we play vanillas. It's dependent on your playstyle.
Okay.
You could also run with other sorts of rank 4s. Then you have 3 Goblinberg, pretty classical. 3 Kage.
Yeah.
3
which you used quite
Goldfish.
a bit on me.
Get out King. Then we have 3 Assure Strikes. You could play whatever Zexal weapons you want, but I like these ones the most. I'll explain later when we go to the extra deck.
Okay.
As for the next, we have the Vanillas, some Noble Knights, Force Raiders, Neos. Let's get between the lights and darks, 2 Neos, 3 Force Raiders, and 3 Noble Knights.
Okay.
As for the spells, we have the 7th one, a really sacky card if you can pull it off.
Which you did today.
Like 3 times. Yeah, it lets you instantly summon from your extra deck a number between 101 and 107, then instantly rank it up afterward.
Wow.
Then you have 3 Numeron Force, a rank up. Also, it negates the effects of all their face-up cards on the field, other than itself and the monster summoned. Very useful to get around things like Skill Drain. 2 limited.
Yeah.
Monster slots.
Yeah.
1 day. Econ. No traps. The deck focuses on damage, so just to get that win in early, we have 3 Cylinders.
Okay.
A Dark Bribe for that tricky spell or trap. Mirror Force. Fiendish Chain, Compulse, and Solid.
Alright.
Yeah.
Pretty standard.
I will do this. I'm still tribute.
Alright, so now you're going to do extra deck?
Extra. The deck doesn't have a side deck, it's more about what you want to run.
So when this is normal,
It's not anything too meta.
Yeah, well, I guess you would, if you feel like making a side deck, you just side for whatever meta's currently being topping at your locals.
So we got 1 King. I don't run 2 because most of the time you only need the 1. The 2 will die anyway. You get about at least 2 searches off for the Kages. Makes ranks 4s even easier. Rhapsody gets rid of tricky cards in the graveyard and powers up weaker XYZs.
Cool.
Gem Knight, just when you need to get over something or Skill Drain. Excalibur.
Yeah, we all know what he does.
Triple Hope.
Right?
2 Ray. 2 V. 2 Victory. And for the 7th one and other plays, we have 104, Masquerade, and Chaos 104.
Right.
Another variant would probably be Silent Honors.
Yeah.
Because its Chaos version basically never dies if you keep feeding it with Xyz material.
That's cool.
That's the deck.
Sweet. So what were you talking about with this?
Oh, Assure's Blow?
Yeah.
It equipped it to a Utopia. It gains 1,000 attack and can attack each of your opponent's monsters each time. So you equipped it with Victory. Victory will attack each of your opponent's monsters each time, and it will use its own effect to detach and gain attack equal. Now, this lasts until the end of the turn or battle phase.
Right.
I can't remember right now. I'm not going to read.
It's like Honest.
Yeah. So if you, by attacking multiple monsters, you can rack up a lot of damage. And your opponent cannot activate spell or traps when he attacks, so it's basically free attacks.
Not bad. That's cool.
Yep.
So he could end up being like a huge attack.
Yeah. The max I've gone with even goes at over 9k.
Beauty. How'd you do today with this deck?
2 wins, 3 losses.
That's what I got today. 2 wins, 3 losses.
If the deck gets counters, it loses easily.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't lose to me. Alright guys, there you go. There's the rank up deck. It took me down today with it. Anyways, in my own defense, I was drawing like a fucking sack of potatoes. Yeah, not very good. Anyway, alright, we'll be right back with another one for you, so stay tuned. Alright, you guys ready now? Because we got deck profile number 2 with Right 5Ds. And the Lightsworn build that he has put together.
I've been playing Lightsworn since Destruction came out. I played at the beginning of last format too. It's been working on this really hard, trying to make it good.
Yeah, honing it down.
Here's a list. I play 3 Raiden. It's one thing that a lot of people play 2 Raiden, but getting access to your level 7 Synchro and the fact that it puts the most cards in the grave other than Bandit is like huge for the deck. Like,
yeah,
I just feel like it's too good not to run 3 of.
Exactly, that's why I run 3 as well.
3 Lumina, obviously. Second, or first best Lightsworn monster, obviously. This guy's second best. Lilas, they suck, but you have to run them. I hate witnessing my normal summon on Lila, it's just terrible.
I know, me too.
1 copy Minerva. I don't play Jane, I play Minerva. Jane doesn't do anything in the metagame right now. Thunder King's not popular. You run over like a Kaiku when they side in against you, but I mean, if you're getting Kaiku, you're already losing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Jane's been pretty mediocre. In fact, this level 3 tuner is pretty big, and when you do mill it, it does mill an additional card. That additional card has hit me Wolf, it has hit me Eclipse Wyvern, and it has hit me Necrogarda. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Garoth, obviously for your turn 1 plays or Soul Charge plays. 1 Wolf, you have to run it. I've seen talk online that people think they could drop this for Minerva, but it's really good with, like, if you have Foolish Burial, that flexibility to Exciton Knight someone or something like to that degree. So I keep it still, even though I open it half my games. And Aaron, just because you have to do stuff to hands, so I play this over Jane, but it's pretty mediocre too. But it's whatever. So that's 12 Lightsworn names. I play 1 more Lightsworn name than most standard builds. 3 Curry Bandit. Card's God. Some people have been playing Card Trooper. They've cut these for 2 Trooper, like Debris or Honest, or if they're not playing it. I really like this card. Like, it gets you very important spell and traps. This deck's pretty hinged on Soul Charge, so if you can get Soul Charge with this, it's busted. And then you get all the mills on top of that. 3 Necros. This is the best one. There's some people playing Rainbow Creebos and crap now. Rainbow Creebo's garbage. The reason for that is because Necro, while Kaiku screws this over, you can protect your monsters you have on board if it's in your graveyard. The Creebo can't do that, it just specials and blocks the attack, basically. This is just way more superior. And I can't even count actually how many times I've just had Raiden on board and I just summoned Necro and Black Rose right off of that. So, level 1 for Rainbow Creeper just does not help the deck either, so it's much more superior. 3 Eclipse Wyvern. Banish JD and Diablos. I don't want to say much else about that. Combo Breaker JD and 2 JDs. Yeah, I know. I just nothing to say, it's just broken.
Yeah, we all know what JD does.
2 Diablos. I play 2. I like...
It is good.
I like having another dragon. I like having another way to banish Eclipse Wyvern, so even I know it. The one reason I do play this, though, is
God, that was fun, man.
If Eclipse goes off and you don't have targets in your deck, they look at your deck, and that gives them too much knowledge for what your hand content can be. Like, they'll count off how many Soul Charge in the graveyard in the deck, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So I do 2, so when I mill Eclipse, it always banishes something, and then they get no information from my hand or deck, or they'll have information by looking at my deck, they'll tell what my hand is, so it just cuts off information.
Like I said, try having...
and then I play only 2 Dragon Rulers. Tempest is good because it banishes Emerald, Levier, Dracosac, and it has attack points. Otherwise, Redox probably is pretty good, but because it has attack points, it's an important thing for going for OTKs. You run this one, and of course, Blasters is the biggest one, and you banish Chain for it as well. Spell cards.
And you can still banish dragons too.
Light Brigade and 3 Solar. I don't need to explain this, I don't think.
No, that's self-explanatory.
Foolish and 3 Soul Charge. I don't get to explain that either. I feel like this is the most ideal spell lineup. I've tried everything from monster reincarnation tech, to wing beat tech, to a bunch of stuff. And these are the only ones I really like. I tried Allure of Darkness too and all this stuff, but these, I like these, only these. With that said though, like, I didn't want to beef my monsters up any higher, so I beefed my trap lineup. I played 2 Needlebug Nests. I like 3, but it was unnecessary half the time. You really just need to draw 1. You don't want to ever draw multiple, so just 2 copies of it. And then 2 Royal Decree. If you draw this, people side this a lot, but if you draw this in game 1 against a trap deck, and you just decree them, like, it's game over, because most decks don't main MST right now.
Right.
So if you get a decree off, you win. I also enjoy these decrees, they're TP force. Nice $80 times 3.
Yeah, no kidding.
Expensive.
They are expensive.
My side deck, there's some things I changed, but most of it I keep the same. Okay, this card, first of all, I've won, I think, 2 games off it today.
Really?
I did torrential board for 4.
Nice.
And I had nothing on the field. Because the good thing about your deck milling itself out is that they'll see what traps you run, and they'll just assume that you don't run things like this, or they'll assume, oh, it's Lightsworn. They don't play Torrential Tribute.
Yeah, they don't play shit
so
like that.
So you sign Torrential Tribute or anything that's like Herb Dirt matchup, like Lightsword, Mirror Match, or Heretics, or something like that. They just hit them with Torrential, and the look on their face when this happens is priceless. It's a really good side deck card for this deck. I sided 2 Fiend Comedian. This card is like a staple side deck in my opinion. If you call it right, their whole grave's banished.
Really?
Yeah. You flip a coin, if you call it right, it's all banished. If you call it wrong, you mill cards from the top of your deck equal to the amount of cards in their graveyard.
Holy shit, seriously?
Yeah, there's no negative downside to this card at all. I missed it today, I'm like, okay, I'll mill 8 cards. I'm like, sure, that's fine too. I hit Eclipse and Necro Gardens, I'm like, sure, okay, I'm fine. Broken card. Really good against Sylvans, really good against Lightsworn Mirror. In terms of Lightsworn Mirror, if you do get to banish everything on their grave,
so pull out the Needlebugs, put these guys in.
Yeah, that's what I do, or I run 2 with 2 Needlebugs.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Depends if I go first or second. Like sometimes I want the speed to just blow my entire deck into the graveyard by like turn 2 or 3. Otherwise, yeah, this is a really solid card. The 3rd Decree.
Right.
Decree.
Yeah, Decree.
2 MSTs. This is for if you go first. And they're playing cards like, if they're playing just normal back row, you just first these go in. I also side 2 Lance. It's honestly, if you're going first or second, you can choose between these, or you can put them all in and take out slow things like Decree. Because if you need to kill Vanity's Emptiness, you have to keep these in, or Light Mirror or something, you have to keep it in.
Or macro.
These, if you just need to get through traps, like if you're facing a hand trap tricks artifact thing, then you just need to protect yourself from trap tricks, trapple, nightmare, bombless, trapple, anything like that. So, yeah. Also, Lance, the one thing that Lance has is that breakthrough skill went up in play a lot. So if you're curry banding and they breakthrough skill, curry bandit, your whole turn's just dead. But if you have Lance, then your play still goes through.
That's true.
So yeah, it's depending if I got first or second. I might change Lances. I don't know. Oh, oops, not you.
Actually, one deck.
This was for Sylvans. If they make fields with Felgrand, you just go to blow it up, and they use Felgrand effect, and you just challenge them.
Nice.
It's a quicker breakthrough skill.
Right.
But I could have just side breakthrough. I was thinking about it. I could just side breakthrough over this. But breakthrough's slower. Like if I draw it for turn, like, I need my play to go through right there.
Right. Which Chalice can do.
Yeah, which Chalice can do. And against Sylvans, it's like, it's do or die. It's like, if you face them and they make a big board, you have to do something right now or else you're dead. Rests, 2 Raikos. Hate this card.
It's too predictable.
Really bad. Yeah, when I sided in, I side out Aaron and Raiden, or like Aaron and Lila. I always side out one of my Raidens every game. But you have to side on. You have to keep your names proportionate still for something changing.
True.
Okay, this card's nuts. Battle Fader single-handedly saved me about 8 times today.
Wow.
I think 8, yeah. Or if it didn't save me, I was in a situation where my hand was like, okay, if I Fader them, I win next turn. The reason why for Fader instead of Swift Scarecrow is Felgrand can, if you Swift Scarecrow and say I attack with a Blaster, for example, right? And I try to Swift Scarecrow on Blaster. If they Felgrand protect Blaster, the Scarecrow gets negated because it didn't stop the attack.
Right.
But with Battle Fader, you just drop it to the field and the battle phase just ends. They can't do anything to it. So, for people who haven't picked up on Swift Scarecrow and Battle Fader thing, Battle Fader is way better. Unless you run Redox, but I don't think you should be running Redox. And 2 Maxis. I'm probably going to cut Chalice for the 3rd one. I mean, it's just a really good card.
Oh yeah, fuck, Maxi comes in handy, especially nowadays.
Then extra deck. Okay, this card, I didn't use it today, but it has won me so many games in Mirror Match, it's disgusting.
Which one's this one?
Allied Justice Decisive Armor. If they control light, you get to discard your hand and their entire hand's light monsters, and then take burn damage equal to the damage they took.
That's beastie.
Yeah. In other matchups, I faced a random. There isn't today. It was like I think a few weeks ago. I faced Constellars.
Yeah.
This thing has like a Harpy Feather Duster effect too. Like if they control light, you just duster them or something.
Yeah.
I don't honestly remember because it never happens. Let's see. Yes, you turn any card in your hand to Harpy's Feather Duster. So I faced Constellars, just blew out 4 back row because you didn't come down the field, so I'm just like, sure, I win now.
Got any more of these?
No, I don't. It's rising in price too.
Is it?
Yeah. Crimson Blader.
Yep.
This card won me like 2 games, 3 games today. I was playing Stardust Dragon because I like making boards with Stardust before, but then I faced too many mermaids and I'm like, I need Crimson Blader, so I put Crimson Blader back in. I didn't like it for Mirror Match because if they have Necro Garden in the grave, this thing's fucking useless.
Yeah.
But I just had to put it back in. Black Rose is Black Rose.
Yeah.
Kyle, it's my Kyle. Need level 7 synchro. Those are the only synchros I play. I have Felgrand for rank 8. It's the only one.
Ooh, that's a ghost.
It pushes through Swift Scarecrows. Like I said, some people still stuck in that trend of Swift Scarecrowing. There was someone last week who was playing like 2 Swift Scarecrow in his main deck, and I just made Felgrand. I'm like, game? It has Swift Scarecrow in hand. It's like, yep. And you run Scarecrow, not Battle Fader. Rank 7's Big Eye and Sack. This card is incredibly important. I'm borrowing it right now.
Because it's still $70.
Yeah. Well, if I had the money for it, I'd just pay it for it.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
You need this to get rid of like skill drain and stuff like that. That's what I used it for today. And I think one other game I did Felgrand Sack with I think JD on board. So it's whatever. Rank 4 is Chain broken. Send something in the graveyard. There's so many things that are broken you can send to the grave. I hate this card.
I don't run it.
But I have such terrible luck to mill all my JDs for my Clip Wyverns that I have to run it. I have that bad of luck.
Really?
Diamond Dire Wolf. I chose this over Scrap Dragon because while people can make Scrap Dragon and it just sits there, I always have an answer to a Scrap Dragon next turn. Diamond Dire can be made with anything. It doesn't have to be just Raiden. Raiden +4. This could be any 2/4s like Lila's or whatever. And it puts both names in the grave. That's why it's pretty important. So if you need to get all your names to the grave and just pop off the back row, then you just overlay the light ones, send 2 names to the grave by popping itself. This card's trash.
That's why it's. How much is that fucking card?
It's like 80.
Oh my god.
It's garbage. It's so bad. Like.
Then why are you running it?
Because you have to run it. It's one of those cards like you just have to run it. but like the opportunity never arises, or when you go for it, it just never works. It's terrible. Today I couldn't do it. I wanted to exit on the field, but I had the Battle Fader sitting there in the field, putting me at 1+ card on them.
Oh shit!
I'm just like, this is so dumb. It's not good.
So it's not really working
you don't
for
need
this
it. You
current
don't
build.
need it. You actually just don't need this.
No, because if you're looking to clear the field, you've got JDs for that.
Yeah. You don't need this card. I would consider cutting it for a second arc.
Yeah,
I play one arc,
good.
but this is also $50 ultra rare, so
yeah. I know. I got one finally.
yeah. This card gets you out of so many situations, or just walls up because it protects itself.
Yep.
I have rank 3s, Alucard because popping back row is good. Levier's busted because bring back. Either you set up a play with Soul Charge where they hit the bombless, your Lightsworn dude, and you're like, okay, now I Levier the Lightsworn dude back by overlaying double Lumina, and then just do it anyways. Or you bring back Necro Guard and then summon JD and blow up the field. I've done that like 3 times today. And then the last one's Tempo. It's if you face Evil Swarm, you just rip off the material off Ophion. That's
actually a really good idea.
Yeah,
I should put mine back to work.
A lot of people play Mechcrypt Engineer over this spot, but I think Mechcrypt is just like, there's no broken lock you can do with Mechcrypt. It's good in Mirror Mask, so you install, and they really don't have an out to it. But besides Aaron, for the reason you use Aaron, but this is just better.
I like that card.
That's the token I got.
It's the token.
It looks terrible. It's barely even hollow.
I know. It's like trying to be super.
Yeah, it's
gay.
Yeah, like you only have one. Like I can't even. I'm not gonna play one and a scapegoat token for my Dracosac tokens. Like no, that's not happening.
Just cut that out and find another picture to put in there.
I honestly would deface this card. Even though it's gonna be like $20 for no reason, but I wouldn't even care.
Yeah. Because nobody really gives a shit about this thing, so I'll guarantee you they're gonna become scarce and they're gonna go up in price.
Yeah.
Because everyone's lighting their smokes with it. All right, so there you go. Another. This is his newest build of the Lightsworn.
Yeah.
It looks pretty intriguing if you ask me. So maybe I could start to follow suit, and I have some other tech ideas of my own too, which I'll explain later. All right, you guys. Thanks again, Ryan.
Yep.
Check out his channel, Rad Ryan 5Ds. All right, and that's it for this week. So Sayris13 swinging for game.